Good morning everyone. Myself Vibha Srivastav, Assistant Professor, Ajay Kumar Garg, Engineering College, Ghaziabad in the CSE department. My topic for the today's lecture is, the subject is TOEFL, means Theory of Automata and Formal Language, and this is the first unit that we are going to deliver, and first unit which is finite automata. So first we have to understand what is automata. Automata, before starting the automata, we have to understand the word automaton. Automaton is the system that performs some function without the human intervention, means without the involvement of the human. The system that perform any function without the intervention of the human, and the plural of automaton is called as automata. So what exactly the automata theory is? Automata theory is the study of abstract computational machine and the computational problem that can be solved using the machine, means the problem that can be solved with the help of machine, and the abstract machine or simplified mathematical model of the real computation. So different types of automata are, first is finite automata. What is finite automata? The devices with a finite amount of memory and used to recognize or string matching. Next is push down automata. In the push down automata, the device with the infinite memory and that can be accessed in a restricted way, and it is used to model the parser tree, etc. And next is Turing machine, and the devices with the infinite memory. Here the memory is infinite and which is used to model any computer. Next is linear bounded automata. Here time bounded Turing machine is used and infinite memory but bounded running time. It is used to model any computer program that run in a reasonable amount of time. So first we have to understand the word alphabet. In the alphabet, an alphabet is a finite non-empty set of symbol which is represented by the symbol sigma, where sigma means sigma can be input symbol which can be combination of a number of string, that is 0 1. 0 1 is the binary alphabet because there is only 2 digit 0 and 1. If the sigma is 0 1 2 3 4 up to the number 9, then it is the decimal alphabet, and if it is a collection of A B C D up to Z in the lowercase alphabet. So this is the alphabet. Next, string or word. A string or word is a finite sequence of the symbol over the sigma, means suppose input is sigma is equal to 0 1 and we have to generate the string with the help of 0 1. So string can be 1 0 1 1 0. So it can be generated from the input string 0 1, not A B. Here the input string is 0 1, then string can be 1 0 1 or any combination which is from 0 and 1. So W is 1 0 1 1 0. Next is length of the string or power of sigma, and it is represented by sigma ki power of k, means sigma ki power of k is the set of string of length k. It is represented by mod of W, means length of W is k, means length of string is k. If sigma is equal to AB, suppose sigma is equal to AB is given, then the any string which will be generated from AB, that can be A B B, anything which is from AB, then sigma ki power of 0 means there is no A no B, so it can be epsilon and it is known as epsilon. If sigma ki power of 1, then the length of the string is 1, then it can be from A or B, either A or B. It can be A or B, but either A or B. Length of the string is 1 only. If sigma is equal to 2 and sigma ki power of 2 means length, we have to generate the string of length 2 and sigma is 1 AB, then the length of the string can be from AB, then it can be AA or AB or BA or BB. Next, reverse of the string. The reverse of the string W is represented by W to the power of R. Here W power of R means reverse of W. If W is equal to XYZ, then W to the power of R means reverse of W is ZYX. What is substring? Substring of a given string is, if W is equal to XYZ, then its substring can be either epsilon, means neither X, neither Y nor Z, or either X or Y or Z, XY, YZ, ZX and XYZ, any string which from XYZ. prefix of a string. Prefix, if w is equal to xyz, then its prefixes are, what can be prefixes for xyz? Either epsilon, no x, y, no z, or x or xy, either x. It can be either x or y or z or xyz or xy. Suffix of a string, suffix means if w is equal to xyz, then its suffixes are either epsilon or z or yz or xyz. What is language? Language, a set of string over sigma is called as language. Suppose L1 will represent the language. W has equal number of zeros and equal number of 1 over sigma. W is equal to 0, 1 star, means any combination from 0 and 1 including null, but W has equal number of 0 and equal number of 1. What can be the language? Equal number of 0 and equal number of 1, means if we say 0, 1, then it will belongs to L1. If we say 1, 0, number of 0 is 1, number of 1 is 1. If we say 0, 0, 1, 1, number of 0 and number of 1 is equal. 1, 0, 1, 0, then it will belongs to the language L1. Just like this, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 0, 2, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Number of 0 is 2 and number of 1 is 2. Order doesn't matter. What is the question? The number of 1 and number of 0 are equal, but number of 1 and number of 0 are equal, sequence doesn't matter. So here, if I say 0, 1, 0, 1, number of 0 is 2 and number of 1 is also 2, then it will belongs to L1. 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. It will also belongs to L1. Next, language is L2. If W is equal to AB and length mod of W means length of W is less than or equal to 3, means less than or equal to 3 means length of the string will be either 0, 1, 2, 3, not more than 3. So, it will be from the combination of either 1 AB or 0, 1. If I say 0, 1, then the string will be either null, maximum length up to 3, then no 0, no 1, then epsilon, 1, 0, only 0, only 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. All these combination belongs to the language L2. Next is clean closure. Clean closure represented by the sigma star, which is the set of string of all the possible length. If I say sigma star means of all the possible length. What I say? Length of string 0, length of string 1, length of string 2, length of string 3 up to maximum. So, if I say sigma star and sigma is equal to AB, then what combination which belongs to the sigma star? Either null or A or B or AA, AB, anything from AB including epsilon. What is positive closure? Positive closure represented by sigma plus, and it is the set of string of all the possible length excluding epsilon. Means if I say sigma star is equal to sigma ki power of 0, string of length 0 union of sigma plus, then sigma plus means this, length of string 1, length of string 2, length of string 3 except null. So, if I say sigma is equal to AB, then sigma plus means positive closure of sigma is equal to either A, B, A, B, B, A and so on except null. So, the next one is finite automata. What is finite automata? It is the mathematical model that works for the several computer algorithm. It is called as finite because the memory is finite, because it works on the finite set of input symbol with a finite number of state. The number of state is finite, input symbol is finite, and also the output is also, it gives the output in the finite amount of time. If I say this is the finite control and if it is the reading head, if we are, the current state is suppose Q naught if I read the input symbol P, then what will be the next state? That is, suppose Q1. So if I say the transition is Q0, if I read input is A, then next state is Q1. So this will work like this manner. What are the application of automata? The application of finite automata can be in string matching, lexical analysis phase of a compiler, and design analysis of a digital circuit. It can also be used in the digital circuit design model. It is divided into two parts, that is deterministic finite automata, which is also known as DFA, and non-deterministic finite automata, also called as NFA. What is the meaning of deterministic and non-deterministic? Deterministic means there is only one move at all the possible input symbol. If I say, means if Q0, if I read input A, then next state is only Q1, means for all the input symbol the move is unique. And if I say non-deterministic finite automata, means it has several possible move for the same input symbol, means like this. For the same input symbol A, Q0, if the state is Q0 and input symbol is A, then the transition can be either Q0 or Q1. But here the transition is unique. So this is the deterministic finite automata and this is non-deterministic finite automata. So for a DFA, the machine moves to a particular unique state from a given state and the given input. That is why it is called as deterministic, because the move is unique. As the number of states in the DFA are finite, so it is called as deterministic finite automata. Just like this in the given transition diagram. If I say Q0 and the input symbol is A, then the output is only Q1, not Q1, Q2. And if the input symbol is B, Q0 is the state, input symbol is B, the next state is only Q2. So deterministic. What is the mathematical definition, formal definition of the deterministic finite automata? It is the collection of 5 tuple. What are the 5 tuple? Q, sigma, del, Q0 and F, where capital Q is the finite set of state. Means suppose the number of state in this system is Q0, Q1, Q2. So all the collection of state will be in capital Q, finite set of state. Sigma is the finite set of alphabet, means suppose the input symbol is 0 and 1. So this is the finite set of alphabet or finite set of input symbol. Del is a transition function which is defined as Q sigma to Q. What is the meaning of this transition function? If I say Q0 and that input symbol is A, this is capital Q, this is sigma, and the next state is Q1. So this is also capital Q. So the transition function, we can define the transition function capital Q into sigma to Q. This is the definition of the transition function for the DFA. Q0 belongs to capital Q. Why? Because it is the initial state and it will from the capital Q. F is the subset of capital Q, is a set of accepting state or final state, and F is called as the final state, which is also the subset of capital Q. It will be from capital Q. So in the diagram, the accepting state will be denoted by the double loop. If we will represent the transition diagram, then double circle represent the accepting state or final state. So the representation of the transition function can be with the help of transition diagram, transition table and transition function. So first, what is transition diagram? If I say state is Q0 and the input symbol is 1. If I say state is Q0, input symbol is 1 and the next state is Q1. This is the transition diagram. Means state is Q naught, input is 1, the transition is Q1, and Q naught, input is 0, the next state is Q naught, because the loop is itself. What about Q1? If I say for Q1, the input is, if I read Q1 to 1, input is 1, the next state is Q naught, and Q1 input is 0, then what is the next state? That is Q2. For state Q naught, all the transition 1 and 0 is completed and it is unique. For state Q1, all the transition that is 1 and 0 is completed, which is also unique. And for the state, there are 3 states. If I say capital Q is the collection of 3 states, Q naught, Q1 and Q2. So we have to define the transition of all the 3 states. So the transition of Q naught is defined, Q1 is defined. What about the transition of Q2? The transition of Q2 is defined as Q2 to 0. What is Q2 to 0? Itself. So Q2 to 0 is Q2, and del of Q2 to 1. If I say, we read the state is Q2 and input symbol is 1, the next state is Q1. So that is Q1. Here the transition of all the state Q naught, Q1, Q2, and the input symbol is 0 and 1. All the transition which is defined on the 0 and 1 input. So all the transition is defined and these are unique. That is why it is DFA. We can represent in the form of transition table. How we can represent it? The present state, capital Q is the collection of 3 states, Q naught, Q1 and Q2. So here is the combination of all the state, and the initial state is represented by the arrow Q naught, Q1, and in the transition table we can represent the final state with the help of star. So Q2 will represent the final state. If I say the input symbol is 0 and 1, Q naught, if we read input symbol 0, the next state is Q naught. From Q naught, the input symbol is 1 and the next state is also Q naught. If I say Q1, input symbol is 0, next state is Q naught. Q naught, input symbol is 1, next state is 1. Q2, input symbol is 0, next state is Q naught. Q2, input symbol is 1, next state is Q naught. This is the transition table. Next is transition function. We can represent it in the form of transition function, means the transition from Q naught. If we read the input symbol 0 from Q naught, next state is Q naught. Q naught, input symbol is 1, next state is Q1. Q1, input symbol is 0, next state is Q2. Q1, input symbol is 1, next state is Q naught. Q2, input is 0, next state is Q1. Q2, input symbol is 1 and next state is Q2. So the representation of finite automata can be from transition table, transition diagram and transition function, and the set of state here is capital Q, Q naught, Q1 and Q2. Since it is a DFA, then all the transition should be defined on the given input symbol, that is 0 and 1. It is given Q naught to 0 transition is defined, Q naught to 1 is defined, Q naught to 0 and Q naught to 1 transition is defined, Q1 to 0 and Q1 to 1 transition is defined, and Q2 to 0 and 1 transition is defined, and all the transition are unique. So we can take another example. This is the number of state Q naught, Q1, Q2, and this is the transition diagram. We can represent it in the form of transition table, and here sigma is 0 and 1, set of state are Q naught, Q1, Q2. It is given that Q naught is the initial state and it is also in the double circle. That is why Q naught is the initial state and Q naught also is the final state. Accepting state is Q naught and double circle Q1. So Q0 and Q1 both are the final state. So we can represent it in the form of transition table. Q0, Q1, Q2 and input symbol is 1. So Q0, if I say Q0 to 0, so Q0 to 0, the next state is Q0. Q0 to 1, the next state is Q1. Q1 to 0, next state is Q2. Q1 to 1, next state is Q1. Q2 to 0, that is Q2, and Q2 to 1, that is Q2. We can also represent it as or Q2 to 0 or Q2 to 1 or Q2 to 0, 1. Both are correct. So, the language of DFA. The language of a DFA M is equal to, it is a collection of, as I say, it is the collection of 5 tuple, that is capital Q, sigma, del, Q naught and F is a set of all the string over sigma accepted M. L of M, it is represented by language of M and is denoted by L of M is equal to W. W belongs to the sigma star, where transition of Q naught to W is equal to QF. What is the meaning of this? Where QF belongs to the F. If I say language of M is given as F ki power of N, where N is odd, means it will accept odd number of F. The accepting state is odd number of F. So first F, that is 1. So this is accepted. If I start the transition here, first accepted, then second F not accepted, third F accepted. So this is the accepting state. What is the language says? F ki power of N, where N is odd. So collection of M, L of M will be F, triple F, 5 time F and so on. So we have to design the DFA for odd number of F, that is 1F accepted, 2F not accepted, 3F accepted, 4F not accepted and so on. We can take another example. If I say the set of all the string over 0, 1 containing even number of ones, we have to design the DFA containing even number of 1. So how can we design it? Even number of 1. Suppose we have to start the transition 1, 1, that is even or odd? This is odd. Second one, this is even. Then third one odd. So what is the accepting state? This is the accepting state. So even number of 1, this will accept the even number of 1. 1, 1 not accepted, second one accepted, third not accepted, 4 accepted. So this is the accepting state for even number of 1. What about 0? 0 can be any number. So for 0, every state we can maintain a self loop for 0. So this is the transition function. This is the transition diagram for all the string over 0, 1 containing even number of 1s. Another string, the set of all the string over sigma is equal to 0, 1. Input symbol is defined, that is 0, 1 ending with ones, only 1. So we have to design the DFA that will end with 1, ending with 1, always end with 1. So this is the accepting state. If I say always ending with 1, so ending with 1 and this is also ending with 1. This is the initial state. 1, 1 accepted, 2, 1 accepted, 3, 1, all number of 1, this is accepted. What about 0? It can be start with 0, any number of 0, but the restriction is end always at 1. So the transition from this state, if I say Q0 and this is the Q1, for the transition Q0, 0 and 1 defined, Q1, 1 is defined, where we will put the 0. If I say 0 is the self loop, no, it is incorrect. Means the transition for 0, Q0 to 0 will be Q0, because the restriction is given that always ending with 1. If we will end, this is the final state, if we will end at 0, that this will be incorrect. Another, the set of all the string over sigma is equal to 0, 1 does not contain 1, 0 as the substring. The condition is does not contain 1, 0 as a substring. What is the meaning of substring? Means 1 0 can be anywhere in the given transition diagram. So first we will design 1 0 as a substring, 1 0 as the substring, and we have to complete the DFA. So transition for this state 1 is defined. We can define the self loop for 0, 1 0 as a substring. We can define 1, 0 is defined, then we can define 1. And what about if I start from this state, first, second, third, this is the accepting state, 1 0 contained in the substring, so we can define 0 1 ka self loop. So what is given? That does not contain. We have designed contain. So how we can convert this machine? So we can negate it as convert all the not accepting state to accepting state and all the accepting state to non-accepting state. So these are the accepting state and this is the non-accepting state. So this is the transition diagram for the set of all the string over sigma is equal to 0 1 that does not contain 1 0 as a substring. So these are some exercise we can practice on this question. So for the tomorrow's lecture, that is enough for this. Okay, thank you.